Verlander, I think in his own mind, very justifiably and rightfully, had the Cubs as a team he wanted to play for if he was going to get traded. So as long as that possibility had a flame to it, he wanted to let that play out. So when the Houston deal was brought to him earlier in the evening, he wasn't ready to say yes. I'm not going to quite say that he said no at that point in time, but he was not ready to say yes at that point in time. He wanted to see the Chicago possibility play out. Once the Cubs possibility didn't work because they didn't have the prospects, then the Houston possibility came back around late in the night, obviously, 11:59, 11:58, something like that. And, of course, then he agrees to the deal with Houston. And, Greg, by the way, I mean, let's not ignore the larger story here. He's going to be there in Houston. They're recovering from Hurricane Harvey. They have the day off tomorrow, or today, I suppose we should say it, on Friday. And then a doubleheader on Saturday, which Reed Ryan has talked about as being a great moment of coming together and healing for the city. And, oh, by the way, Verlander's going to be there.
There were a number of pitchers that we thought cleared the bar for us this year. As I said from the very beginning in June and July when we were talking about this, we wanted, if we were going to make acquisitions, they needed to be acquisitions that we felt would impact us in the postseason, and that was our primary focus. And so there were we have a really good, strong team. Our offense has been playing at historic levels. Our pitching staff has been very, very solid throughout the year despite the injuries. I would say if we had to sit there in early July and put in preference order who we wanted, Justin Verlander would have been at the very top of our list.
You know, from the clubhouse, you know, I think it's really hard to overstate the kind of energy that a move like this puts into the group. But more importantly, from the baseball component, I mean, Justin Verlander is hands down the best possible outcome that we could have had last night going into September. And by the responses from our team, we couldn't be more excited to get him here, get him into our culture, and see where he can help take us.
The Angels are going for it. I mean, that was the message in getting Justin Upton for prospects. It's a chance to get better. The Angels, until this month, have been one of the most remarkable stories in baseball. All the things that couldn't happen to them, losing Garrett Richards, losing Matt Shoemaker, losing Mike Trout for 6 weeks, they've all happened, and the Angels have found all these guys to stay in contention. It's Mike Scioscia's finest hour as a manager. But now look at them. They got the best record in the AL West this month. They've got Tyler Skaggs back. They've got Andrew Haney back. And they are right in the mix for a wild card spot. And what does Justin Upton give them? A big-time impact bat to go in a lineup that already has Mike Trout and Crone and Calhoun that are playing pretty well. This is a good day for the Angels. They're showing, just like the Mariners are showing, that their cards are slid on the table. They are in a go-for-it mood.
What I'm excited about is being back into playoff contention and trying to help the Angels get to where they want to go. And I think I can be a piece that helps that. And it's exciting on that end, but at the same time, you grow close to the guys in your clubhouse, and it's a brotherhood in there. So definitely going to miss the guys here, but I'm excited about joining the Angels tomorrow and making a push for this thing.
This is a great day for the Angels to get Justin Upton, a 30-home run guy, to get now Brandon Phillips to play second base. You're going to say, well, why Brandon Phillips to play second? He's an older player now. He still is consistent in his production, has been consistent throughout his career. He brings energy. And the Angels' second basemen have been the least productive in all of baseball, last in batting average, last in OPS. So it's a sign that the Angels are going for it.
It's the last thing I really thought. I never thought this was going to happen. I know it's the last day. The last thing was on my mom was really getting traded. I was going out there just to get 2001. You know what I'm saying? That was like my next hit and getting a W for Atlanta. And I was just talking to everybody you can think of, my older brother, everybody. And I asked them for my opinion. They gave it to me. And, my family made a decision for me, like I said, and I'm going to Cali.
The Tigers are telling every team in baseball this is a full-blown rebuild. And I guess we already knew that. You trade J.D. Martinez, you trade Justin Upton, you trade Justin Wilson. That's what you're in. You trade Alex Avila, the general manager's son. When you trade the GM's son, you're probably in a full-blown rebuild. They have gotten a ton of prospects. And as we've seen in recent years with the prospects, the Yankees, the Braves, the White Sox have gotten, this is the way you do it. You look at what you're doing and saying, we're not going down the right course. Let's get a slew of kids. These are guys we don't know a lot about, but we do know they change the look of the organization. They deepen the farm system. And if you're Tigers fans, you don't want to watch this anymore. You want to watch something new. You want to put a new slant on it. Here's what Cameron Maybin does for the Astros. He gives A.J. Hinch a right-handed bat off the bench, a late-inning defensive replacement. He is a very good defensive outfielder, a pinch runner, and basically for a team that has the worst record in the American League this month and is the second lowest scoring team in the majors this month, it gives them an upgrade, a slight upgrade. Rookie Derek Fisher got off to a great start. The Astros had him on their no-touch list in all the trade discussions for Jose Quintana and others, but he has fallen on hard times. George Springer hasn't hit this month. So while you look at the Maybin deal and say, okay, I don't think he's going to put them over the top or get them back on track or any of that stuff. That's going to happen when Carlos Correa and Lance McCullers come back. But he does make them better, and he does give the manager some flexibility.